It's so sad. Very sad, actually. Welcome to my vlog. "2020, what an year, full of disasters everywhere. First disaster was the COVID-19, which hit whole world. Currently there are 20 million cases, COVID cases in the whole world, and in that 700,000 people have been died. It's very sad. And if we come to the last week, in this last week we have seen a big disaster in Lebanon, the Lebanon explosion. It killed over 150 above people, and it have injured 2,000 above. It's very sad. Guys, today's video is to show the outer world about the current situation faced by Kerala. For those who don't know where Kerala is, it is the southernmost state of India, in which people used to speak the language Malayalam, and they are commonly known as Malayali. If we come to the COVID case, India's first COVID case was reported in Kerala. At the starting time, Kerala COVID cases was at the top of Indian COVID cases. But we gradually decreased it, and we came to below 10 cases at a time. After lockdown eased, at some point we lost the control and the cases gone up. Like it's now 1,000 cases per day reporting daily. So the government is working very hard to control the current situation. In this pandemic situation, we are again struck with another disaster. The Kerala floods. It's the third consecutive year where Kerala is going to be hit by the floods and the landslides. Let's go to 2018 Kerala floods. On August 16, 2018, Kerala was hit with severe rainfall and flood. It was the worst flood in Kerala in the century. Over 483 people died in the flood, and 140 people are missing. And about 1 million people were evacuated. According to Kerala government, 1/6 of the total population of Kerala was affected by the flood and related incidents. And the Indian government declared it as level 3 calamity. It's the worst flood in Kerala after 1924, which is almost a century before. At this time, due to heavy rain in Idukki and Wayanad, which is also popular for its hill stations and all, was totally isolated due to the landslides occurred. The rescue mission was carried out by Indian Navy, Indian Army, and the local people, and the fishermen of Kerala, who are also known as the Army of Kerala. And the next year, in 2019, Kerala was again hit by a flood due to the heavy rains at the same August month. A total of 121 people were died due to the incident. But this time, government was more cautious. In 2019, landslides were the main villains, as I say, because there have been 80 landslides in 2 days span. In that one, the most horrendous landslide was that of Nilambur. In that, 59 people were dead. In 2019 also, the rescue operation was carried out by the local people and the Army of Kerala. So now the year of disaster 2020 has arrived. We are in a month of August. This time also Kerala is hit by another flood and landslide. By the time I speak now, many parts of Kerala, the low-lying areas is now under the water, and the places near the river are also under the water due to the heavy rain. 3 days before, there was a landslide occurred in Munnar, a favorite destination for all tourists, where 18 people were died and 48 gone missing. Government of Kerala and the local people are working 24/7 for the rescue of the people who are affected in this situation. They are working without looking any religion or political differences. In this disaster situation, we got hit again 2 days before. This time it's not any pandemic or natural disaster, but this was a flight crash. This happened when a flight from Dubai to Calicut got slipped off from the runway and got crashed. 19 people were died, including the pilot and the co-pilot of this Air India Express, and all other people got severely injured. Despite the COVID restriction, people from locality and nearby places are running to rescue by putting their lives in risk. The rescuers were not waiting for any ambulance or medical aid to help these passengers who even were wearing PPE kits. They carried them by their own hand and took to the nearby hospitals in their own car. And there were huge queues in the hospitals where people were waiting for donating their blood for the affected people. This all happened in a place called Malappuram, the same place where all Indian medias and the international medias were criticizing without knowing the real truth. This is the unity of Malayalis. And we expatriates are also part of this whole rescue operations by doing whatever we can, and like sending the emergency needs and donation of money, etc. But in this current situation, some of us have lost our jobs. We are stuck up in our home country without any salary. So we hope that the international community will help us for rebuilding the Kerala. Okay, I'll give the CM Relief Fund link in my description so that if you are interested to donate, you can go and donate it there. And last but not least, this is Malayali, and I'm very proud of being a Malayali. We are the best. Malayali poli another poli. See you next week. Till then,